Hey everyone, I am currently traveling around Greece, but I wanted to make sure I'm keeping up with the vlog when it comes to, these travel topic videos. So today I am going to talk to you about my top 5 favorite places in the entire world, places that I've visited. I haven't seen the whole world, so I can't say they're the best, but to me, they are my top. So let's get this started. My number 1 favorite place that I've visited so far, my favorite country, is Ecuador. Ecuador is an incredible country. It's just so amazing. It's full of amazing people. It's got incredible landscapes, incredible natural vistas, and honestly, I've never really been anywhere else like it. I love the Ecuadorian food, and I think a year and a half or so ago, I spent a month in Ecuador with the Nomadic Boys, and we traveled all across that country. Alfred and I went to the Galapagos Islands as well, which was amazing, sort of like a once-in-a-lifetime experience for us, because it's so costly to do it the way that we did it. We got a room on a private yacht, and we sailed around the Galapagos Islands. So Ecuador is incredible. I highly recommend it. You can see all kinds of stuff there. There's the Andes Mountains, you can experience indigenous cultures, and you can go to the Galapagos Islands and even get that warm tropical feeling in the south. The best way to see it, in my opinion, is to do a luxury train cruise across the country. You won't miss anything that way. So, yep, Ecuador is my number 1 country. My number 2 country would have to be the United Kingdom. I know that a lot of people wouldn't add the United Kingdom to their top list of places they've loved, that they visited, but I absolutely love the United Kingdom. Alfred and I did a road trip about this time last year through the United Kingdom. We went from London to Edinburgh, Scotland, and then from Edinburgh we drove to Inverness, and then we made our way all the way back down to London via car. And it was such an incredible experience. There are so many things to explore. The countryside is beautiful, small little restaurants, small little mom and pop shops, and it was just really cool. The best part is finding all these old castles and manor houses that are just sitting around, just waiting for you to explore. So I really, really love the United Kingdom. It's got a great history, well worth exploring. Number 3 would have to be Cuba. Cuba is very close to the United States. It only took me about 2 hours to get there. And, for US citizens, it's been off limits for so long that now we can visit. It's such a cool destination. Their economy is sort of way down, and that's due to the United States. Our own government kind of screwed them over with the embargo. But the one thing that Cuba has that a lot of the other rest of the world doesn't have is it basically is the exact same as it was in the 50s when the embargo began. So you can go see these incredible vintage cars and the architecture. It's an amazing time capsule, and it's so fun to explore. A lot of people go to Havana and that's it, but there are so many other places to go in Cuba, like Trinidad, which I did go to and I have a video about, and blog post if you ever want to go there. I have a guide for that, and there's all kinds of other places in the country. It's such a cool place and definitely worth exploring. I highly, highly suggest it. My 4th favorite country is a country that I didn't spend too much time in, and I think that it makes this list because I'm so curious to explore the country more. Barbados. Barbados is a beautiful country from what I could see. It's not very large at all. You can drive across it in no time. But it seems to have this amazing culture that I just would really love to explore. When we went to Barbados, it was part of a cruise. We got off and we went and we explored the country. We drove past Rihanna's house and her new house, which is much better than her old house. And we went to a green monkey reserve, which was amazing. We got to feed the monkeys. The monkeys were climbing on us, and it was really cool. And then we drove around the country, went to the Atlantic coast of the country, which is rugged and barren and just absolutely gorgeous. And we drove through the sugarcane fields. So all of that really, really intrigued me. And while I know Barbados is not LGBT friendly, I still want to visit it and explore it more. Because there's no reason not to visit a place simply because it's LGBT unfriendly. You know, it is a risk, of course, but that's the risk I'm willing to take. And how do we expect any country to become LGBT friendly if we don't, you know, help expose the country to those types of views? So Barbados is number 4 on my list. I think it's a fascinating country, and I can't wait to explore it more. Number 5 on my list would have to be Romania. I actually love Romania. I had a terrible experience at one point in Romania. There was a lot of anti-LGBT sentiment from certain people I was working with, and there was some horrible treatment towards women. But the country itself overall is pretty incredible. It's absolutely beautiful, and I really loved that country for that. And also the people are pretty nice. I mean, most of the people I met didn't care that I was gay, and honestly they just wanted to try to understand. So that's a good thing. My favorite areas of Romania are Bukovina. Bukovina is this beautiful region that was historically known for lumber production. And there's an indigenous group of people who live there named the Hutu, and they've lived there forever. So it's got a fascinating culture to explore. But then, of course, I love Transylvania as well. Transylvania gets its rap. It has it's known as the place where Vlad the Impaler, aka Dracula, lived and was born. However, Vlad the Impaler never really lived in Transylvania. He was born there in the town of Sighisoara, which I happened to visit and explore, which is an incredible city. If you ever get the chance to visit, you should. It's a walled medieval city, and I've never seen anything like it. And then, of course, there's a town called Sibiu, which I really enjoyed. They've done a great job preserving its history. So definitely visit those places if you have the chance. But yeah, Romania is number 5 on my list, and I highly recommend that you visit it. So those are my top 5 places, 5, not 10, top 5 places that I visited through my travels. I've been to a lot of other places, but I've tried to limit this to 5 of them. And of course, I've not seen the whole world. There's a lot more to explore, and those top 5 could change over time. But right now, those are the ones that I love. I'd love to know about your top places that you visited. So if you feel like it, leave a comment for me below and let me know what your favorite place in the entire world is that you visited. And it doesn't have to be somewhere exotic. Actually, one of my favorite places in the entire world is the mountains of North Carolina. I think it's absolutely stunning here. And then my second favorite place in the entire world is P-Town in Massachusetts, because it's a giant town that's totally gay. So anyway, let me know what you think below in the comments, and I look forward to talking to you guys again sometime.